Oh, yes, my Feel Good family. Welcome back to your favorite Feel Good show. And listen, before we let you go, we wrap things up, we have important stories to tell you. And this one is extremely intentional. And this entire show has been about incredible stories. But this one, South Africa, I think this is something that we face every single day. So listen out. As our lives are moving increasingly online, from passwords to payments, digital security has never been more important. And this Cybersecurity Awareness Month, Maobate Kekane from Absa joins us to unpack the biggest online threats, share smart safety tips, and also show you how to keep your money and your story secure. Maobate, thank you so much for joining us. You look incredible. I absolutely love this topic because I really feel like as South Africans, this is something that we deal with every single day, right? Cyber security, fraud prevention, and data privacy often sound like different issues. What makes them so similar?
Thanks for having me. Really an important conversation, and particularly, as you said, it is Cyber Awareness Month. So the more we talk about this and demystify what cybersecurity and all of those different terms you spoke about, the better for all of us, right? In terms of digital safety and how we move online effectively. All of those are really linked, right? So cybersecurity really speaks to our safety online. So things like scams and clicking on dodgy links, etc. And data privacy speaks to around protection of our data, right? And then making sure that our data is actually used responsibly with the platforms that we put our data on. And fraud prevention really talks about protection of our transactions, online.
That's incredible. And, you know, I think as a South African, I know for a fact that I deal with this also, and also within my family. And you see that they are just getting so much smarter these days. And, you know, myself, I always think to myself, this could really never happen to me. It makes no sense. I wouldn't be clicking on anything. What are the most important threats that you think South Africans should really be aware of right now?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, the scams are really getting smarter, right? And the things we should be looking out for are things like phishing, and that's phishing with a PH, right? So where the lure is actually us as individuals and not the actual phishing. And that speaks to being sent messages where you are being lured to click on links. The other ones are on smishing. So that's text and WhatsApp messages. So getting messages like those asking you to click on links again and share private information. The other one's vishing. Vishing speaks to voice, where you would get a phone call, somebody asking you for your PIN, etc. And then the other one, the new one really is quishing. So where you would get a QR code to click on, and that then takes you to a link that is then not safe to use, effectively.
I know for a fact my mom has literally become the lieutenant of this. She screenshots it, she sends it to the family group. Please be aware. And for other people like my mom who are also the lieutenant of it and can advise their family, how do we keep our South Africans just alert and be able to protect themselves?
Yeah. So I think the key thing really is, if you're ever unsure, don't click the links, right? So verify. That's really important. So take a pause. Verify that the message is from the person that you think has sent it to you. Delete the message is what I would also advise. And if you believe that you have been scammed, I think just phone your bank, right? So, and also when all of us use public Wi-Fi's, right? So if you're in a restaurant, etc., avoid using a public Wi-Fi when you are transacting. So if you're going to be doing a financial transaction, don't do it on a public website, right? And those are the basic things I think that we can do to make sure, and also the things that we post online. So make sure that you're not posting things that are private, things like sharing your location, things like your birthday, even things as simple as that can actually lead scammers to knowing too much information about you. That's going to lead them to, that will land you in trouble effectively. Yeah.
I think troublemaking is what stands out to me also. And more importantly, I think the intention of making sure that you're not clicking. I learn something every single day when it comes to Absa. And you guys have really put an emphasis on collective responsibility. Why is that?
Yeah, I think what's important to know that when we talk about cybersecurity, it's more than just, it's not a technology or an IT issue. It actually is a people problem, right? And it really is up to all of us to stay aware, stay safe, because when you're aware, then you're then able to share information with your family, as you reference the conversation with your mom, etc. And also then communities also become better, and we can actually be digitally safe because all of us are moving towards transacting and using more digital platforms. So the more we are aware and the more we share. So when you know information or where you suspect something, or if you become aware of a scam, etc., let others know, because then we become a much better and digitally wise community.
You have really put steps in place as to, as soon as we experience these kind of things, there are steps to take, right?
Absolutely.
If there's any message that you wanted to leave with Absa customers today, what is that one message that you'd like to leave them with, especially after this conversation?
Yeah, so I think it's really just to take a pause. Really just take a pause. Think about, as I was saying, where the message is coming from. Is this something that you want to share? Validate with somebody if you're not sure, if you're getting a message that you're suspicious of. Take a pause, think about it, and let's educate ourselves also. And as I mentioned, all of these may sound technical, etc., but these are just basic things that we can all start doing to make sure that we're looking after ourselves from a digital use perspective.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Again, Absa's always at the forefront of making sure that us as South Africans is always protected. Thank you so much for joining us in studio today. My Feel Good family, please stay alert and watch out for whatever you can. You've got the tips right here, and Maobate has really shared them with you. And cybersecurity starts with really small actions. Spot the signs, stay alert, and share what you know. And look, if you are in doubt, contact Absa on 0860 557 557 or visit absa.africa for more safety tips. Protect your money, protect your story.